This report brought to you by the Richmond Club, where investors and high-growth companies meet.
Mineral exploration and development company Generation Mining recently acquired an interest in the Marathon project located in northwestern Ontario. We spoke with the company's VP of Exploration, who says this deal is going to propel the stock further. Rodney, welcome to the Richmond Report.
Very pleased to be here, Gilly.
We're going to delve straight into the details of Generation Mining. So let's begin with an overall perspective, about 30 to 45 seconds about the company. What can you tell us?
The Generation Mining is a relatively new company, and it was formed after the predecessor company, Pine Point Mining, was sold to Cisco Metals. And so Generation was formed in early January of last year.
Okay, and a very exciting time. As of April, you announced, you had a big announcement.
Yes, in April of this year, we announced a binding letter of intent with Sibanye. Sibanye is a South African precious metal producer, and that letter of intent is to option, earn into the Marathon PGM property and deposit in northwestern Ontario. And so we had the opportunity to earn up to 51% initially by a $3 million cash payment, $3 million in shares, and then by spending $10 million over 4 years, we can earn up to 80%, at which point a joint venture is formed with the company.
Okay. One of the big questions that investors have on their mind, especially when they're about to make a purchase, is, well, why is now the time to purchase this stock? If you can provide us with 3 reasons.
Well, right off the top, there's very few. In fact, Generation Mining really is the only pure play PGM or platinum palladium developer on the market in a tier 1 jurisdiction, which happens to be Ontario. And secondly, we have a very experienced management team. Kerry Knoll is the chairman. He led Wheaton River and Glencairn Gold and Thompson Creek. And Jamie Levy was CEO of Pine Point Mining before it was taken out or bought by Cisco Metals. And then myself, I'm a geologist by profession and worked with major mining companies like BHP and most recently VM Canada, which is the Nexa Resources subsidiary in North America.
So speaking of the team, it sounds like you've got every important area covered in order to run a project like this.
Yes, pretty much. We, in time, hopefully, we may have to add someone who's experienced in mine development. For the time being, we've got all the bases covered.
Okay, let's look ahead to 2019. What can you tell us about what the rest of this year has in store for Generation Mining?
Well, busy mining for us. Once the transaction's closed, we will move as quickly as we can to revise the resource statement. The resource statement is roughly 10 years old, so we have to update that. We'll complete a preliminary economic assessment after the resource statement, and concurrently we'll be starting some drilling in the summer, all being well, say by the end of July, and we plan to drill something in the order of 12 to 15,000 meters on existing exploration targets that we're interested in, as well as some of the resources that we need to do some metallurgical testing on, so we need to drill some more core to get that.
I'd be a little bit more about the mine, the Marathon asset. What can you tell us about what is being mined there?
Well, nothing's being mined right now. It's a deposit that's been known for some time. A number of companies have worked on the property since the 60s. Right. And most recently, it was in the hands of Stillwater Canada, which was recently, I think in 2016, acquired by Sibanye Gold. So no development as yet. There's been a number of studies that's been done on the property. Right. The resources there are, in terms of palladium equivalent, approximately 6.5 million ounces of palladium equivalent in site. But they're historic resources, and we need to update that number.
Tell me a bit more about palladium and how it relates to everyday life.
Well, it's principally 85% of palladium, and roughly I think something in the order of 10 million ounces consumed annually, but 85% of it is used in auto catalysts. So, every car today that's built has a catalytic converter. Even hybrids have a catalytic converter, and that helps in keeping the emissions down. So, in terms of consumption going forward, people drive cars, there's going to be more cars, and consequently more palladium being consumed. And there's very little in terms of substitution. I mean, platinum can substitute for palladium, but platinum is not as abundant as palladium. So going forward, we don't see any reason why the market will not continue to be quite robust.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for your time. If you're looking for more information, head to www.genmining.com. And to learn more about the high growth companies the Richmond Club represents, be sure to follow us on social media and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. For the Richmond Report, I'm Galit Solomon.
If you enjoyed this video, please let us know. You've been watching the Richmond Club Report. If you've just come across this channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm sure you'll find a lot of interesting and lucrative investment and trading ideas around here. We'll see you again soon on the next video. Cheers, guys. Have an amazing and profitable day.